Hello students, in the early lecture we discussed about rubrics as an assessment tool and development of a good rubric. Here, in this lecture we are going to discuss the certain benefits and limitations of rubrics as an assessment tool. So, let's start with the benefits of rubrics. Benefits of using rubrics. There are certain benefits of using rubrics, and these benefits are: number one, notifies students of expectations. Teacher can use rubrics to note the various degrees of expectations that they have by setting certain evaluation criteria for solving a task. Evaluation criteria are the factors that teacher will consider when determining the quality of a task completed by students. Every component of the evaluation criteria is further explained in detail so that students can understand what are the specific skills, knowledge, and techniques they need to acquire a particular score or grade. Rubrics can also help teacher spell out the unspoken expectations for a given task in a more explicit manner, such as the use of appropriate citations to avoid plagiarism. The second benefits of rubric is provides informative and timely feedback. Teacher can use rubrics to provide informative feedback on students' work while highlighting the strengths and weaknesses and by identifying areas for improvement. Breaking up the assignment into distinct dimensions and providing a quick overview of the student's strengths and weaknesses in each dimensions provide detailed feedback to the students regarding how well or poorly they have completed a task. In addition, rubrics are also useful for providing a quick feedback. They can save grading time of assignments, which can then lead to a timely feedback to students about their performance. The third benefit is helps to maintain grading consistency and fair assessment. Often, teachers who need to check a large number of paper within a short period of time worries that all paper may not be graded consistently. Grading consistency is sometimes difficult to maintain due to fatigue, shift in prior expectations, and intrusion of external events that can influence the teacher's mood or thinking process. Rubrics can be used as a standard scoring tool to reduce grading inconsistency. Furthermore, rubrics can also save grading time as teachers use rubrics to assign a particular score rather than having to write a long comment on teacher assigned. The fourth benefit is foster students' learning and self-assessment. Although rubrics are useful for grading and providing quick feedback on the students' performances, they can also serve as an instructional tool to facilitate student learning. By incorporating rubrics in various classroom assignments, teachers can force the students to become active learners and take greater responsibility for their own learning. Teachers can provide the rubrics with the assignments, which can help students conceptualize their learning targets and monitor their own progress. Rubrics allow students to realize what quality of standard they need to maintain for achieving a specific score or grade. Students can also use rubrics for self-assessment purpose. Students can grade their own work by using rubrics before submitting the final version of their work to the teacher. Hence, rubrics have an powerful effect on student learning as they can help students to improve their writing skills, critical thinking, analytical abilities, and enhance creativity. Dear students, besides these benefits of rubrics, there are also certain limitations of rubrics. The first limitation we discuss here is difficult to construct. Rubrics are very difficult to construct. Students, as we discussed in the earlier lecture, we have to follow certain steps while constructing a good rubrics. And these steps are not an easy task. So, we need expert teacher to construct a good rubrics. Without an expert teacher, we are bound to fail to construct or develop a good rubric. The second limitation of rubric is curb creativity. This is the another limitation of rubrics. Rubrics can restrict the student's mind power in that they will feel that they need to complete the assignment strictly to the rubric instead of taking initiative to explore their learning. The third limitations of rubric is complex rubrics may hinder the success of students. This is the another limitations of using rubrics as an assessment tool. It may hinder the success of students. If the criteria is in the rubric is too complex, students may feel overwhelmed with the assignment and little success may be imminent. The fourth and last limitations of rubrics is time consuming. Dear students, the process of developing and testing rubrics is a long process and you can say that a time consuming process. So, for teacher creating a rubric, they may find the task of developing, testing, evaluating and updating is very long process and a very time consuming process. Dear students, these are the certain benefits and limitations of using rubrics as an assessment tool. Thank you for listening.